It's moral dilemma time. I saw a thing on a programme yesterday and it said, if the gods wish to punish us, they answer our prayers. I always wanted a Merc. We run DEFs. Mine's a DEF, the old one's a DEF, Alice was a DEF. The first one was like Vigo, but we just run DEFs. But I always liked a Merc because I had the Sprinter van and the Sprinter van was great. And I thought, if you get a Merc, brilliant. So we bought a Merc, probably the dearest truck I've ever bought in fairness. And it had done a load of miles when we bought it. It had done like 420,000 miles, like, you know. And now it's starting to go wrong. You know, 4 weeks ago, we had an AdBlue problem. We sorted that one out, it's 500 quid. 2 weeks ago, the compressor and the six-way valve went, 500 quid. 2 weeks later, now I've got a problem with the gearbox. There's a thing going into the gearbox, it's got all these little pipes and you've got to fix the pipes and the pipes will come out, which means you've got to turn the gearbox on its side. So it might not be a pile of money, but it's a pile of labour. It's been off the road for 3 days. The thing about the DEFs is I've got Barry Grucock up in Corby, who's a breakers yard. They're fantastic, they always get parts. I've got Bisons, they do both. I've got HTC in Dunstable, I've got HTC in Hemel. I can get the bits. The Mercs, there's a small place in Toddington, otherwise you've got to go to Milton Keynes. And then when you ring them up, they ain't got no bits because apparently they come from the Ukraine. And we all know what's happened there. So what do? Do I get it fixed again and hope it carries on and then wait for the turbo to go? Or do I chop it? I've got a DEF sitting around the back that's been waiting for a gearbox for a little while. Switch back to the DEF, get a Merc. It's lovely and it's a Merc and it's got a sleeper and a nice bed and all that. So what do? What do? You get rid of the Merc. Can't do it. Can't do expensive bills. I need 4 trucks running, 4 reliable trucks running. You can't let your customers down. The DEFs, we can fix. The Merc, why use 2 bolts when 6 do the same job? So she's off. Harry's going to meet me up the yard in about 15 minutes and it's off to the auction. So if you want to buy an old Merc, she's done 850,000 K, 500,000 miles. It's been a decent truck to me now. Starting to get a bit of grief, so heads up there. But if you want her, there she goes. But today we're off to the auction and it's bye-bye Mercedes. And hopefully, hello DEF and the way forward. And I hope it helps us take care and take money.